This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new Tailmon video. Today we're going to continue with our expanded coverage. And we're going to be playing this BLISSEY V deck that got utilized by Fabian Robledo in the Sunday Open this past weekend, which was held in the expanded format. BLISSEY does gain a few nice tools in the expanded format. With we have the attack Blissful Blast doing 10 damage plus 30 more damage for each energy attached to BLISSEY. So DCEs do count for 2 energies, obviously, so they add the damage to the attack quite quickly. Right, instead of getting plus 30 for each energy, you get plus 60, so even better than the powerful energies, and you can recover them as well, which is pretty nice. We play Path to a Peak to deny abilities. We play the fighting energies in case our opponent has a martial arts dojo in play. We have weakness card energy to protect from weakness, right, from the Rapid Strike Grishifus. We also have lucky energy to recover from ends and whatnot. We have captures to find other BLISSEYs, and then we have a bunch of discarding options such as Acrobikes and Bell Compressors, which we do not have access to in standard, helping us get the right energy in the discard pile and powering up as more quickly. We also have a C for healing. We have Lysander and Guzma options, so we have the Boss's Orders options, but we also have a switching option with the Guzma effect, which is great. We have the Fight Hyper Potions to heal, we have Trainer's Mill to keep digging, we have VS Seekers to utilize the right supporter at the right time, and we still rely on good old Hapu to discard cards as well. Let's jump into the expanded ladder and see what we can do. This deck is also good for the expanded ladder to avoid the donk decks. So something to keep in mind, I guess. Something to keep in mind. All right. Hopefully we don't play against too many of the donk decks though. In the Turbo Dark video we didn't play against any of them, so that's good. Though I got a turn 1 win at 1 point, so it's like, who was playing the donk deck really? All right. We do win the coin flip. I feel like I should choose to go second, play correctly despite the possibility of donk decks. We don't get a single mulligan, that's pretty fantastic. And this means we have already a plus 70 or 70 first attack turn with a 290 HP Pokemon. Fabled Flare Bolt does one-shot a BLISSEY V that does not have a Cape of Toughness, so that is something we need to keep in mind. So now here, what's in my mind right now is, do I Hapu first or do I Trainer's Mail first? I feel like Hapu is the correct way, because then I'm looking at 6 cards, and if I don't find a Ball Compressor, then I'm looking at the next 4 cards, so I think that's the way to go. Discarding 2 energies, that's great. I think I want to keep a Stadium for now. I don't know what my opponent's deck is trying to do, but that seems solid. And I don't see why I wouldn't just discard all the other DCs here. Well, all the ones I have. So if I'm attaching the 2 DCs and the lucky energy, I have to discard more energies. However, for the follow-up attack, maybe I do. So yeah, sure. Let's just pile up the damage on our Pokemon, right? Let's play the Trainer's Mill, keep the Hyper Potion. Nah, keep the Sign Lab. We'll do this. We shall Powerful. Nah. This does a little bit more damage. So Blissful Blast, 70 damage, and we get a lot of energy attached, which is really, really good. Now we are doing 60, 120, 180, 230, 240 damage on turn 2. 240, 290 was this powerful energy. That's pretty fantastic. So my opponent benches a Ho. Presumably to not lose. But it doesn't seem like my opponent has much of a chance here, honestly. See a Floatstone. Okay. So that's pretty fair. Wish I had discard Guzma or Boss's Orders, or Lysander rather. I guess same thing. With the Power Compressor, but this is fine. I'm not super threatened, and the end result actually completely and miserably fails. Even discarding a Stadium, and this is... you discard energies from your bench Pokemon, so yeah, overall, definitely not the best thing so far from my opponent, but I do like his deck though. I like the concept. Okay, so that's a pretty lucky top deck, not gonna lie. Very, very, very lucky top deck. I do have two energies, so I'm just gonna discard another one to maximize my damage output. And then the other card that I'll get rid of, something I don't think I'll need, or give me versatility. Give me options, right? With the AZ right there. So we'll grab the Lysander, we'll play the Lysander, don't care about attacking the Ho, and we're doing 290 damage on turn 2, so we one-shot the dude. And now this is plus 90, so now we're doing 380 damage. 400 damage because I have the powerfuls. This is crazy. Imagine an Articuno GX, a Lugia GX play here. So one big issue here for me is definitely that if my opponent goes field lower and is able to knock me out, then I lose, right? So not finding another BLISSEY. Maybe I played it a little too risky right there. Maybe I did play it a little too risky. I could have researched there instead, and I could have I don't know, I could have maybe gotten closer to another BLISSEY or a capture energy, perhaps. Maybe that would have been a better way to approach things, just to be extra safe, right? I was so far ahead at that point, so much energy on the BLISSEY, that maybe that would have been the right way to go about it. Not entirely sure. All right. Falcon is choosing to go first. Interesting. We might be up against a donk deck now since I chose so quickly to go first. Alright, so we only mulligan once, that's great. And 250 is definitely not easy for a donk deck to achieve, so hopefully even if they are playing a donk deck, they don't manage it. But it's actually Togekiss, okay. Should be a good match against Togekiss. Energy denial doesn't matter. We have healing. Their damage output is super low. My damage output is super high. Eventually. And there we go. We see the immediate concession. No donk deck so far, which is great. And we earn ourselves a double jukebox. Double treasure box. Alright. Getting closer to 2 Chilling Reign packs. Alrighty. Alright, found an opponent, El Porygon. Cool name. Could be EL Porygon. But I think it's nice. I think it's probably L Porygon, right? Okay, I'll choose to go second because I can attack. And just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and bench the BLISSEY. In case they are a donk deck, which starting the den it doesn't tell me one way or the other. 2CA Floatstone, 2CA Trainer Snail for an Ultra Ball. So I really doubt it's a Dunk deck at this point. Dunk decks will not be playing Ultra Ball, they will be playing Quick Ball. Okay, it's a Dark deck, alright. So, Path to the Peak, gonna be very important in this matchup. Definitely gonna be very, very important. That Moltres is quite threatening. Decent start for my opponent, lost 2 VS Seekers already, so that is important to note in terms of reusability of supporters for later on in the match. And we see a pass. Alright, not happy about that top deck, healing definitely important. No energy either, so finding a Bowel Compressor would be the ideal situation right here. There we go, nice. Nice. Okay, so I'm hitting for 70. There's one in the discard pile. So I guess I can just get rid of 2 DCEs. Yeah. And I'm already attaching an energy. I do want energy attachment next turn. I have Guzma in hand. Might not be good enough. I think I'm gonna discard the boss. Well, the Lysander. Yeah, so I have access to it next turn. Only playing down 1 cape because my opponent is probably or should be playing at least 1 field blower, if not more. So that is why I attached the cape right there. All right. It's like I'm a magician. It's like I'm a magician. Alright, we get end. This guy hits for 190, that's fine. Right now I'm hitting for 180, 210, 220 exactly, actually. I'm hitting for 220 damage exactly, although Moltres does do 30 damage to itself, so not a big deal. Noivern, pretty scary. There's a Mewtwo. An item lock here would be annoying, but I'm hitting for 220. With the Powerful, I'd be hitting for 270, so I would just knock out the Mewtwo immediately. So I definitely wouldn't mind that. Definitely wouldn't mind that at all. Alright. Dimension Valley for computer search. Did they dark patch onto the Crobat? Yeah. No Sneasel down either. And the fact that they preemptively played their stadium is also very good for me. Because I play 5 stadiums and they play maximum 4. Right? Maximum 4. There's this Sneasel. Interesting that they chose to Ultra Wall the computer search whilst keeping 3 cards in hand. Not sure what their plan is. Okay, but I do have the Lysander, which is awesome. So I feel like if I knock out this Sneasel, I win here. If I knock out Mewtwo, I probably also win. And I don't have any energies in the discard pile to attach this turn, so I could just do that, right? Let me just double check the maths. It's 60, 120, 180, 210, plus the base damage 220, plus the powerful. I kinda like that. I think I just go after the Mewtwo, just get my 3 prizes, why not? Bye bye Mewtwo, yeah, solid damage. And now clearly my opponent will not want to bench another 3 prizers, seeing how I just one-shot a Mewtwo and I just attached 3 extra energies as well. I did not play the Trace Mail, I didn't need to, I wasn't looking for anything else in that turn. And if I get End and I get Trainer's Mail, then that's a good card to draw, obviously, because it could help me get out of a dead draw situation. To see the Via Seeker, there's the end, so it was definitely on purpose that I didn't play that Trace Mail, even though I could, right? The card was right there, shining green, but I chose not to, right? On purpose, I chose not to do that. Okay, everyone does have a ton of energy in play. They could one-shot my BLISSEY with another Mewtwo with the T-Tar attack, the T-Tar GX attack, or they could try and use Dark Pulse. Oh, you know what? If they knock me out with, if they had 6 energies, which they do, if they knock me out with Dark Moon, I actually lose. Because I can't play trainers. So they would GX KO and then get enough energy and I'd be dead. But it seems like they don't have another Mewtwo. I'm assuming they only play 2 copies? Yeah, so unless I top deck they capture energy or another BLISSEY, I would have lost because I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Crazy. They definitely still had a chance. They probably had game on, like, they definitely had game and they didn't get it only because I didn't have or they didn't have another Mewtwo. Right? That's the only reason, I think. Pretty crazy. Nice deck though. Nice deck. Nice deck. Alright. So we're up against Lilyberry. Okay. I would like to go second. Thank you very much. Nice leaves for Lilyberry. I'm sure if you are not new to the channel, you know why I'm a big fan of 2017 in particular. Okay. So we're gonna mulligan at least once. Only once, that's nice. That is nice. Okay. Okay, so we might be up against the exact same deck right here. Or maybe not. Interesting inclusion, the Mega Gengar EX, nice. Interesting inclusion. Alright. Decent turn 1 for my opponent. Very decent, more than decent, I would say. Alright, definitely want to play that. Definitely want to thin a BLISSEY right here, so that we don't lose. Then we'll go ahead and Hapu, hoping to find either a ton of energies or the compressor. Okay, compressor and research guarantees that I have a solid hand next turn, and then the compressor lets me fully power up the BLISSEY V right here, which I love. Only 40 damage, there's a path to a peak, and I'm threatening a one-shot next turn, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Alright. Okay. See the attachment. Don't know what attack they could possibly use right here. They will be able to counter Stadium. I mean, they can copy my attack. Oh, they can go Flash Ray. I didn't see the Jolt in. Okay, so I need Path to the Peaks. Definitely need Path to the Peaks. Sort of ASAP to make my opponent whiff an attack. So let's go for it. I have 5 total stadiums. There's the Silent Lab. So this only attaches energy if I do damage, right? Yeah, so no attachments for me. My opponent is 2 stadiums down. I am 2 stadiums down. 3 stadiums down. I do have 2 Path to the Peaks left. In theory. Wait, does this not play? I just realized. I don't think I'm playing. Yeah, I'm not playing an ace back. I just realized. There's like, you definitely take out an acrobatic or a trainer's mail for a computer search. Absolutely. Or a dowsing machine even, but you absolutely do that. Oof, okay. So with the field blower, now it's 5 against 5 in terms of stadiums. There are 3 targets on my opponent's bench, so now I could like Ghost to take knockouts. That's great, right? 3 Ghosts would be enough to win this, in theory. Yeah, there's 6 prizes right there. And there we see the Flash Ray. So yeah, my opponent's demise, I guess, will be that, potentially. Definitely want that, definitely need to keep that. Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and do this. And so I'm spreading the energy a little just because. There's 3 energies in the discard. I have healing as well. It comes down to Ghosts, which I think I'll be able to do. I have Guzma and Lysander. If I price both, then it's over, but hopefully I didn't. Hopefully I didn't. Okay, they decided to take a knockout instead. Interesting choice. And I am... Okay, Path to the Peak. So it's down to their last stadium. I sort of need them to whiff an attack right here. I really do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Hapu here. Grab this and grab this, I reckon. Touch and Blissful Blast. Can my opponent find their last TCG? Or their last stadium? Comes down to that. Probably. I mean, they do have their GX attack. They definitely have access to their GX attack still. So that would force them to commit an energy to the active. And then I can just KO the active, right? Whilst I heal a little bit of the damage. Okay, they commit energy to Giratina. That's good, so they're not going to GX unless they find your stadium, and then they could GX. Then they could definitely GX. Good game though, interesting game. I like this, yeah. We're both thinking, we're both attacking. The game's not over in 2 turns. Definitely don't think they have access to a stadium this turn though. I think that's a given at this point. So I need to make the best use out of that. I reckon if I eliminate the energy, because Flash Ray requires two attacks, right? Flash Ray requires 2 attacks. I feel like they might have been better off trying to Tingly Return with the Dennett and trying to power up Giratina. Okay, they have Guzmahal and they haven't used it yet. That means their last dimension value is priced. There's no way it's not priced. There's no way it is not priced, yeah. Okay, so got lucky there. Got lucky there. If I hadn't discarded one thing in a Hapu, then that wouldn't have been a big deal, but I did. Okay, I think we're good though. I think we are good to go. I'm gonna attach here, and now I just knock out the Mewtwo. I didn't even know how much damage I was doing, but I know it's enough. And now all I need to do is Lysander KO the other Mewtwo for game. And my opponent can't do anything to stop me with Flash Ray, at least not next turn, especially with the stadium priced. That's gonna be the difference maker, right? If my opponent had access to a stadium and had knocked me out, I wouldn't have threatened KO, or maybe I might have. 110, they had 160, right? Actually, if they had gone Flash Ray, I might have had a chance. I don't know. I actually don't know. If they hadn't priced their full stadium, it would have been very, very interesting for sure. Very, very interesting. And I think my opponent would have beaten me at that point. You're already playing 5 stadiums though, and they're playing 4 stadiums and a field blower. Maybe even 2 field blowers, so it makes sense that they have their counters as well. Okay, so we see the, not the Lele benched, attaching energy to it, and probably seeing a pass. Definitely could KO my BLISSEY. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So would have dealt a lot of damage. Unfortunately for my opponent, I just need to do boss and take the knockouts. If I did 240 damage last time, I didn't need to do the maths. I knew I was doing more than 240 this time around. So nice win, but definitely felt stolen, I guess. Anyways, cool BLISSEY deck. Props to Fabian from Argentina for the list, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the expanded content. If there's any particular deck that you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments. I would love to feature different decks, and I'll see you tomorrow for some Pokédex action. Bye.